Alrighty, so I get this question a lot when it comes to how to run basically a remote sales team commission and keep it clean without having to do any like manual spreadsheet tracking or anything like that, and more importantly to track the life cycle of the customer, especially when it comes to refunds and everything like that. So we use ClickFunnels actually for our order forms. So you can see here we have a bunch of different salespeople, and you can see that we just set basically a funnel step to each salesperson. So this is my order form, for example. So you can find it with my Ryan's link. We set the page level just as the same as a 2, 1, whatever it is. So let's say we were to go to Luke's. You would see Luke has his own order form on his own funnel step with his own name. So you do have to duplicate the products. You do have to create them on each layer separately. But for this example, let's say we're just using mine. So what we do to track it, so this person, so for this example, so when I sell over the phone or I send out my order form to a prospective client, when they pay, I need to get commission for that and I need to get tracked for that. So we actually go into Zap, do everything through Zap. All of our stuff happens within Stripe. So I'll set up a Zap, and it'll be when a new successful purchase comes through that funnel with that funnel step, so my funnel step. It'll grab the data, it'll then go into our Slack channel, go into our purchases Slack channel, and send a channel message that is, we do woohoo new purchase, we put my name hard typed into here, and then we have this as the fields that come from there. So we can say who was the purchase. So we have these set up for each salesperson, its own full Zap flow for each person. So it sends that message, and then this is the cool part. So then we actually go into the Stripe account. You just link up your Stripe account. We do find a customer. We find the customer by that contact email that came from the ClickFunnels. You'll see right here. So we basically just go into here and we just click contact email. So now you're going to filter by, you're going to find a customer in Stripe. You're going to go down to here and you're actually going to update the customer then. And because you actually in this have to search it by the customer's ID. So where you find that is actually once you find the customer, it spits out what the customer ID is, and that's going to be that CUS_. So you find the customer then there, and then you leave their name, leave their email, and we update the description to include my number. So I'm agent ID or salesperson ID number 4. You technically put my name in here. You can put whatever you guys want. So like let's say I just want to do it like this. But we actually just do numbers just so it's easy to track and so it's easy to use and manipulate in Excel. So I update it with the description of me as 4, and that's it. So I'll turn that on. So basically, just in recap, we create an order form at its own funnel step with my name specific to me. So I'm the only person who's ever going to check out on that form because I'm going to get credit. So when a new purchase occurs, it's successful on that funnel step. It's going to message into our Slack channel, into our purchases, and say, awesome, Ryan got a sale. So we can kind of keep the hype up amongst the salespeople that who's getting sales. Find that customer by their email address that came through here. And then once you find that customer, it spits out the customer ID, which is that CUS_ number. And then you're going to go under here and you're going to update their description with my number. So why this is so valuable and important is because let's say I sell $10,000 worth of stuff today or this week within our 7-day pay period. And 3 days from now, somebody refunds $1,000 worth. You want to be able to know that refund was my sale. So now you're gonna have $10,000 in revenue. You're gonna have $1,000 in refunds. So my net at the end of the week is only gonna be $9,000. And the beauty of this is it carries over forever. So that customer is now updated to my number. So let's say they do it in 3 weeks or 5 weeks. And in 5 weeks, I have $20,000 a week, but a refund happened from X amount of weeks ago. It'll still deduct it. So you're always just paying your salespeople on the net revenue of their cash collected. So this way it keeps them accountable, keeps you accountable to know kind of all your numbers and make sure that you're not getting backtailed or anything like that. So yeah, this is just a general flow we use. So ClickFunnels, order form, right in, send Slack, find the customer and update them. And then you just go into Stripe, click on that little export button in the top right on the payments tab, and then run it for a pay period. Drop that into a pivot table and you're good to go. So it's a super easy way to automatically track your salespeople, cash collected minus refunds.